Happy Friday, everyone! I thought I would do something a little different for this week's stitch, just for fun. These instructions that I have for the stitch, I got from a random stitch generator, and I'm going to put a link below the video for you so you can try this yourself, or you can just Google random knit stitch generator or random lace generator, something along those lines. And there are a few other generators out there besides the one that I used, and I chose to have a stitch that is worked on a multiple of 4, and it's actually 8 rows. All of the wrong side rows are going to be purled, and then for my right side rows I have some yarn overs, some knit 2-togethers, and slip knits. And I'm going to add 2 extra stitches to my stitch count, 1 on each side for the edge stitches, just because I have some yarn overs at the beginning of my rows here. And I'm going to be using some of my silk camel yarn, and I'm going to use size 6 Cubics needles. And I haven't tested this pattern. I just now, before I'm making the video, generated this pattern, so you and I will see together what this is going to look like. And I think I'm just going to cast on 8 stitches and then 2 more for a total of 10, because I have my edge stitches that I'm adding. So I'm going to go ahead and cast on using a long tail cast on for this. Alrighty, I've got my 10 stitches cast on here, and I'm ready to start my pattern. I'm just going to knit my edge stitch here, and my pattern for row 1 is knit 2, yarn over, and slip knit. And I'll work it again because I have enough stitches for 2 repeats here. Knit 2, yarn over, and slip knit. And then 1 stitch left, that's my edge, so I just knit. Row 2, I'm going to knit the first stitch, and then just purl the rest of my stitches until I get to the last, and then I will knit my last stitch. There's my last stitch, knit. Okay. Now row 3, again, here's my edge. Row 3, my pattern is yarn over, slip knit, yarn over, and knit 2 together. Yarn over, slip knit, yarn over, knit 2 together, and then this is my edge stitch. Next wrong side row, okay, this is what we have so far. Not bad. Next row, I'm going to yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, and knit 2 together. And work my repeat 1 more time. Yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, and my edge. Wrong side row. Alrighty. Okay, next pattern row. we have yarn over, slip, slip, knit, slip, slip, knit, and yarn over. And I'm actually going to make a double yarn over because I'll be starting my repeat again, which starts with a yarn over. So I've got a double yarn over here, slip, slip, knit, slip, slip, knit, yarn over, and my edge stitch. Okay, so I'm going to work a wrong side row. This is my last row here. Knit the first stitch. I'm going to purl, and when I get to my double yarn over that I made on the previous row, see, here's our double yarn over here. Whoops, I already worked it. Here's my double yarn over. When I get to that, I'll purl that first strand, and then I'll knit the second one, and then I'll continue to purl until I get to the last stitch. Whoops. And knit my edge. I'm going to work this a few more times so I can show you a little bit of a bigger piece of fabric. But you would just repeat those 8 rows for the pattern. Pretty neat, huh? Alrighty, so I worked my pattern one more time, and this is what I have, and I really like this. And like I said, if I were going to use this in a pattern, like maybe a scarf, I would definitely add some more stitches on the side for a border. I would probably do a seed stitch border, just because that's what I usually do. And if you try a random stitch generator, feel free to stop by on Facebook and share with me. I would love to see what kind of stitch pattern you generate. So that's the stitch for this week. Happy weekend. I hope you have lots of time to knit or crochet or weave. And I will see you next Friday. Bye!